Hello and welcome. So, if you're in the Agile world, you know that metrics are, well, they're everything. But let's be honest, some of the most important ones can be incredibly easy to mix up. Today, we're going to crack the code on a metric that trips up even the most seasoned pros, throughput. We'll break down not just what it is, but also what it isn't by unmasking a few common imposters. So here it is, the big question we're tackling today. What really is throughput in an Agile project? The tricky part, and why this pops up on exams all the time, is that all these answers sound kind of plausible. They're designed to test if you truly get the nuance. So let's start by clearing up some of that confusion.
You know, the best way to find the right answer is often by figuring out why the other answers are wrong. So that's our strategy. We're going to unmask these imposters one by one, starting with a really common trap, option A.
Okay, let's look at this first one. The time it takes from when the team starts work until it's done. I mean, that sounds pretty important, right? But it's not throughput. What we're actually looking at here is cycle time. And the key distinction, the thing you gotta remember, is that cycle time measures the duration of active work. It's the hands-on part of the process.
To put it another way, cycle time is all about answering the question, once we actually pick this up, how long did it take? Think of it as the hands-on keyboard time. It's a measurement of time, of duration, not a measurement of output. And that's a really critical difference.
All right, so one imposter down. Now let's look at the next trap. This one casts an even wider net, and honestly, it sounds very official.
So this description talks about the entire process, from the very beginning with requirements all the way to deployment. Again, sounds super important, but it's not throughput. This is what we call lead time. Notice how much broader this is. We're talking about the whole shebang from start to finish.
Yeah, lead time is the big picture. The clock starts ticking the second an idea is even conceived, maybe when it's just a note sitting in the backlog. And it doesn't stop until that feature is live and in the hands of the customer. So, if cycle time is how long it takes to build it, lead time is how long the customer has to wait for their idea to become a reality.
Now, before we land on the right answer, what about option B? The number of iterations that can be successfully completed during a single release. Well, this one's actually the easiest to get rid of. It just isn't a thing. It doesn't describe any standard recognized metric in Agile. It's a pure distractor designed to make you second-guess yourself. Don't fall for it.
Okay, we've unmasked cycle time, we've unmasked lead time, and we've tossed out that weird distractor. The coast is clear. With all the imposters out of the way, it's finally time to reveal the true identity of throughput. And there it is. Throughput has nothing to do with time or duration. It's all about quantity. It's a measure of pure output. It answers the simple question, how much stuff do we get done this sprint? It's about the volume of value, whether you measure in story points or just the number of work items, that your team can churn out in a fixed period of time.
Now, if you've been working in a Scrum team, this should be a big aha moment. Because throughput is very similar to a term you probably use all the time. Velocity. At their heart, they're both trying to measure the same thing. The amount of work a team gets done in one iteration.
So let's just quickly break that down. Throughput measures output. Simple as that. You measure it over a fixed time box, like an iteration. You look at it as a trend over time, and of course, the goal is always to get that number to go up, to get more done. It's a core idea that comes straight from Lean and Kanban, where the whole game is about maximizing the flow of value.
Okay, let's pull all this together into your big project management takeaway, because knowing the difference here isn't just about passing a test. It's absolutely essential for forecasting accurately and for actually genuinely improving how your team performs. This table is the perfect cheat sheet. It sums it all up beautifully. Throughput is about quantity, your team's output or velocity. Cycle time is about the duration of active work, the time to complete once you've started. And lead time, that's the total duration, from idea to delivery, your time to market. Quantity, active duration, and total duration. Three totally distinct but incredibly powerful ways to understand your team's performance. So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. Now that you can tell the difference between throughput, cycle time, and lead time, which one do you think gives you the truest picture of the value you're delivering to your customers? Thinking about that is going to change how you look at your next project. I guarantee.